Hello everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to be making a recipe with Spam. Carol Weiss, a good friend of mine, has recommended a Spam scalloped potato recipe. So her recipe consisted of, Tanya, you put a little of this, a little of that, put it in here, can't remember the measurements. But guess what, Carol? I found it online, so I'm hoping this is it. But pretty much you can't go wrong, right? Who doesn't like Spam? We'll see. I'm going to open this up just to show you if some of you people have never experienced the goodness of Spam. Get it on out of here. Do you know this will stay good in this can till September of 2024? So even if you buy a can of Spam now, heck, you don't have to use it for years. Let's see if we can get, there it is, comes out. Oh, lovely. It almost looks like dog food, but it is not. Don't confuse it with dog food. This is a 12-ounce can, so we're gonna slice this real thin. Then you're also going to need 3 tablespoons of butter or some other fat, 4 large potatoes boiled and sliced. 4 large potatoes. A large potato is anywhere from 8 to 12 ounces. So I'm going to use 6 potatoes because some of these are smaller than that. So I'm cutting up 6 potatoes. So if you get somewhere between 42 to 48 ounces of potatoes, you'll be good. 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley. I don't have fresh, so I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. You're going to salt it to taste. 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 1/2 cup of crisp buttered breadcrumbs. You're going to need 2 cups of milk and pepper to taste and 1 small onion diced. So you're going to want to have about 5 ounces of onions. I have a medium onion here. This weighs about 10 ounces, so I'm going to use half of that. So first what I'm going to do is go ahead and peel my potatoes. I'm going to slice them up and I'm going to boil them. I'm going to slice them into pieces like that. Now the recipe does not say to do this, but once I cut my Spam into thin slices, then I'm going to put it in the air fryer for a few minutes because, you know, I don't like the texture of Spam like this, but fried up, So I'm going to cut my Spam into smaller chunks. I'll see how long it takes it to get a little crispy in the air fryer. You could also fry it up in a skillet. So I'm going to break them up a little bit. Go ahead and cut your onion up. There again, it's a small onion, so I'm using half of this. Now I can't see. Woo! Those are potent. My gosh, almighty. Holy mackerel. Woo. So while your potatoes are boiling and your Spam is cooking, if you're going to cook your Spam, I would, I'm going to go ahead and melt 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to use a cup of breadcrumbs. I just want to be prepared. I may not use the whole cup, but that way I don't have to mess around with it later. We'll wait till the butter becomes a little bubbly. Then I will put the breadcrumbs in and brown them a little bit so we have nice crispy breadcrumbs on top of our Spam. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. All right, my butter is getting a little bubbly. I'm going to go ahead and add the breadcrumbs. 1 cup to 2 tablespoons of butter. Tell you what, that butter absorbed into those breadcrumbs real quick. So you almost have dry breadcrumbs in here. Okay, I cooked my Spam for about 10 minutes at 390 in the air fryer. Just makes it look a little nicer. Interesting smell. We'll see. I'm sure it will taste good. It's been a long time since I've had Spam. And I'm going to go ahead and butter the pan. I'm going to use a 13 by 9, 9 by 13. Okay, my breadcrumbs now are nice and brown, so we have buttered breadcrumbs. I just cooked them over medium heat, about 5 minutes, stirring. Potatoes are almost done. So next, in a skillet or saucepan, melt 3 tablespoons of butter, blend in the flour and the salt and the pepper. So first, we'll melt our 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to go ahead and drain my potatoes. I'm using gold potatoes, so if mine look extra yellow, that's why. That's what I had in the cabinet. So once your 3 tablespoons of butter melt in the saucepan, then blend in the flour and the salt and pepper. I'm just going to sprinkle in a little salt and pepper. You do what you would like. We're going to cook that on low heat, stirring constantly for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stir in my flour, a little salt, a little pepper. Just do that for about 3 minutes. We'll see. See how it gets like a little golden color. So once that's been cooking on low for about 3 minutes, next we're going to add the 2 cups of milk. I'm using a teaspoon of dried parsley and our small onion. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. And we're going to cook this until it starts to thicken. So we'll put layers of potatoes and Spam. And then let's go ahead, pour the white sauce over top. Doesn't take long for that to get nice and thick. Kind of pour it evenly over top. Then let's sprinkle our buttered breadcrumbs. Use as little or as much as you want. I may end up just only using half a cup, but I wanted to be safe. And off to the oven it goes, 375 for 30 minutes, and I'm going to bake it uncovered. Sure. I can't see, folks. All right. It's really hot. Gonna let it cool a little bit. And I got to make sure that I get a little bit of the Spam in there. Oh, forgot about the little breadcrumbs. They blow around. You know what? The Spam and potatoes mixed together are pretty good. And then the little buttered breadcrumbs. There's not an overabundance of white sauce in here. You could probably add more of that if you wanted. But it doesn't matter. The potatoes, I'm really surprised. That's really good. I might just have to have me another scoop. That's good, folks. That's good. A nice light coating of white sauce. If you want to put a little more white sauce, be my guest. The Spam actually tastes good with the potatoes. The buttered breadcrumbs, nice and crispy. I'm very pleased. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for that suggestion of the Spam scalloped potatoes. I like it. I like it a lot. So thanks for joining me here once again on Dee's Delights, and I hope you have a fabulous week, everyone. See you soon.